Leslie?
That's right, John. Now, here at KUSI, we have a crew member whose uncle lives in Long Island. He is also one of the few who is not heeding the call to evacuate. We're able to catch up with him on the phone tonight to see what his game plan is. David Schuss lives in Long Island on Lido Beach, which is a sand spit surrounded by water. It's about 1 mile wide and 10 miles long. On one side of the beach is the Atlantic Ocean, on the other, the bay. Hurricane Irene is quickly approaching, but many, including Schuss, are choosing to stay put.
If I thought there was going to be 4 or 5 feet of water outside my house, I would definitely leave, but I just don't think it's going to be that bad.
The projected path of Hurricane Irene is expected to roar through New York overnight and into the morning. New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg has issued the city's first ever mandatory evacuation. Schuss's wife and kids did evacuate today, including many of his neighbors, but he says about half are sticking it through the storm.
Some people seem very definite about leaving. They have family to go to or another home maybe in the city that they can evacuate to. But most of the people have a lot of mixed feelings about it. My wife really, on one hand, wanted to leave, on the other hand, didn't want to leave.
If the storm does wreak havoc on this small sand spit, it could mean that the bay and ocean will merge. Schuss does expect substantial flooding and damage. However, he feels he's prepared to take it on.
I have the bathtubs, 2 bathtubs filled up with water. I have water on the stove in pots. I have an emergency radio, a hand crank radio. I have a 25 kilowatt generator that can run the entire house. So as long as I'm getting natural gas, I can maintain electricity. I have sandbags by our garage.
Hurricane Irene is expected to weaken as she moves along the coast towards New York and New England. Yet, at hurricane status, she's expected to do some damage. Now, we'll be trying to check in with David Schuss tomorrow morning. In the meantime, here on the West Coast, we'll be hoping for the best for our friends on the East. In the newsroom, Leslie Lopes, KUSI News.